Hello friends, every trader fights two wars. One that is on the chart and one who walks inside his mind. But the most dangerous war is what is not visible. The fear that drags you to the exit button before proper profits. The greed that forces you to break your own trading plan. The anger that sheds you into emotion and also turns a winning trade into defeat, and the self-reliance that takes you to the door of victory and pulling it back. Mental Game of Trading. This book is not a normal book. It is a mind-relegating system written by JARED Tendler, the mental game coach that has redesigned the mind from poker champion to the pro traders of Wall Street, and now the same system is in your hands. But friends, be careful. This is not an easy journey. There are 10 such mental levels, 10 such psychological points about which any trader would know about. Each point is the key to the next point. If you missed a single point, you will not be able to open the door that can take you from a common trader to a millionaire thinking master trader. So apply headphones and listen with full focus, because it is not just an audiobook, it cannot change your fate of your trading. So let's start without losing time now. The mental game of trading, where the war is not just thinking, patience and self-control. So friends, the first point of JARED Tendler says that if you cannot recognize your emotions, then you can never get control over yourself in trading. Now listen, trading is not just on screen. The real trade goes inside you. Many times you must have told yourself, this time I will be disciplined. I will walk with SL. I will not do much people. But what happens as soon as the trade opens? Heartbeat becomes sharp. Fear is scared as soon as profits come. Do not go anywhere. If there is a loss, it gets angry. And then that next trade review trade. But have you ever thought from where all this starts? Where do you come from? This anger, this greed is a question. Do you recognize your emotions? Look, this is not a motivational nonsense. This is the first principle of the JARED Tendler, and perhaps most important. The trade does not fly away from what it looks. In what is felt, the account burns. Every time you open the trade, an emotional reaction stands ready. He is watching you, and just a trigger. Trade touched SL and you broke from inside. Trade made some profits and you got out. Everything was according to the plan. But you did not trust yourself. Whatever happened was not technical. He was emotional. Now the question is not whether emotions will come or not. The question is whether you can catch them or not. Emotional awareness means you know when fear comes. You recognize what anger comes on. You understand in which situation the greed surrounds you. Awareness means you are observing yourself. Not a judge. A trader loses when he thinks, I am not afraid. I am very calm. I do not get angry. Brother, this is the biggest mistake. Pressing emotions, hiding gunpowder in mind. If not exploded today, tomorrow it will burst, and when it burst, it will take the entire account, not 2% stop loss. Then what should we do? The JARED Tendler says, do not remove the emotions. Look at them, understand, hold. When you trade, keep an emotional journal. Ask yourself before trade. Am I nervous? Am I restless? Do I want to forcefully trade? Do I want to provide that I am right? And then write. Look at which emotion is returning again and again at the end of the day. Emotional patterns appear if you dare to see them. Now think, if you know that you get angry when SL is a hit thrice, then next time you will be alerted before that anger. And the same awareness makes you a master living in a control with a reacting trader. Now wait, you will say, okay, recognize the emotion. What now? But wait, the story does not end here. Because when you start knowing the emotion, one day comes when you know everything, yet you are unable to stop yourself. Your brain says don't enter, but the hand itself presses the button. You say that there is more risk, but still take the trade, and here is the entry of the next and most dangerous psychological monster named tilt. When the mind leaves you and you start working against your own trade. Yes friends, tilt is the same thing where emotional awareness does not work. Because then there is a storm of a pattern, not emotion. So friends, the first door has opened. Now you have started recognizing your emotions. But now be clever, because the next enemy is very vicious. The name is tilt. Yes, the same tilt that is not visible nor heard. The bus comes and puts all your hard work directly into the washing machine. JARED Tendler says, tilt is any mental and emotional state that causes you to trade in a way the inclusion with your strategy. Now consider it in easy language. Tilt means the moment when you tear the rules made in front of your own eyes, burn, and then trades on that ashes. Tilt comes when an SL becomes a hit and you think that it is not endured now. This market is messing with me, and then you take out the gun. That is, you hit the trade one after the other and kill until the chart turns red or the account is empty. But tilt is not just angry, friends. Sometimes he comes as very cute. Come on man, let's take a little revision. Or just this trade sits right and then I will follow the system. Or I am sitting for so long. A trade is made, brother. All these are cousin brothers of the tilt who gradually make you crazy. The biggest wonder of the tilt is that when it comes, you feel that you are under control. Meaning you from outside in Jane mode, but the entire lava from inside is boiling, and the problem is that the temperature of this lava only shows your capital. You understand that you have tilted when the money has gone from the account and you are playing the steering contest on the screen. Where did my brain go? Now no one can stop Brother Tilt from coming. Yes, this is the truth. But catching him, identifying him and defeating him, this whole game starts from there. For this, the JARED Tendler says, tilt is not your enemy, ignoring it is. Meaning does not hide the tilt. He has to note. You have to make a tilt tracker. Open a small diary or notes app, and every time you get angry, frustration, foam, some ego wake up, write there what happened, what thought and what he did. This is not a journal. This is the MRI scan of your trading soul. This will let you know that you get stuck in the same pattern every time and start from there of real improvement. Tilt has a major identity, just one more trade. If this line comes to your mind, then understand that you have sat in the swing of the tilt. And now the seatbelt has opened itself. Starting from another, how many have vacated the entire account and you did not even know? This is the place where you forget the system and start trading with emotions, and this is the game where the market will win every time. Now remember one thing, awareness is not needed to catch the tilt. Because many times we think I am a pro, I do not tilt. Just brother, the tilt is first reaches. The door is open. Neither the next time the tilt comes, tell him brother, I am sitting and watching you. As soon as you start recognizing it, your victory begins. But wait, you understood the tilt. Now the next enemy is more dangerous than that. Because he does not burn you like a tilt. He blows you. The next enemy is overconfidence. Yes, the pride that arises after the victory makes you think. Now I can do anything. The dangerous lies that the mind sells you after victory and you happily buy. So the next chapter will be overconfidence. The art of flying account after victory. There will be known how a win makes us so blind that the next defeat does not recognize us because we have already fallen. So friends, do not pause this audio here because the next key is hidden where ego is standing and clapping. Be ready, the mental game of trading is now going to run the real chale. So you caught the tilt. He also saved himself from that fire. Congratulations. You have now come in 10% of the traders who recognize their feelings. But friends, what is coming now is dangerous than the tilt. Tilt was an enemy. This person comes as a friend and stabs inside. The name is overconfidence. Yes, the intoxication of victory that comes, smiles, hugs and then empties the account. The picture is that you did 1 or 2 magnificent trades. The targets were hits like arrows, directly targets. The mind says brother. You are a rocket singing of trading. Now you salute yourself silently and then a voice comes slowly. Now the risk increases slightly. You can do it, this is the first slap of overconfidence and you say yes. What happens now? You start keeping the sell small. Increase risk. Start trading outside the setup. And the most dangerous thing, you stop journaling. Why? Because now you are in God mode. Now you feel inside where the market will go and the brother starts from there. JARED Tendler says overconfidence is the brain reward for short-term success. It's not real. It's not sustainable, it's an illusion. In simple language, it is a false celebration of victory. And it is so sweet that you do not even doubt that you are eating the waterfall. There is a classic scene of overconfidence. You hit 3 trades one day, all 3 green. Now you understand that you are better than every trader. You open YouTube and think before skipping ads, they are all stupid. I am real. And then the next day the market makes you a slap that both RSI and EMA testify against you. The biggest symptom of overconfidence is to bypass the system. Meaning you don't see the setup anymore. You take entry from gut feeling because brother you have become a pro, but listen, the market does not matter how much you earned yesterday. He has to catch your mistake today and just one mistake is enough to fly. Now the question is how to avoid it. Number 1 winning streak: humility. Every time you win 2 to 3 trades in a row, remind yourself, it will not always work. This is just momentum, not story. Ask yourself questions. Did I take on every trade system? Did I put a logical stop loss? Did I enter the journal? If there is no answer among these 3, then understand. Overconfidence has knocked. Number 2 risk freeze rule. Do not increase the risk till you are winning continuously till the next 5 trades. Yes, whatever happens, the risk will remain the same. This will keep your mind grounded. Otherwise, ego will say double. This game is its own and the market will say, Aya son will now do your real test. Number 3 celebrate discipline, not profits. It is a good thing to earn money. But the real victory is when you have killed by staying inside every trade rules.
If you are winning even after winning that it was not a setup, then you are becoming a true trader. Remember that the defeat from discipline is more valuable than the victory over the overconfidence. Now the biggest point: overconfidence is not treated with ego. There is no treatment from ego. Whenever you come from awareness at the same time, you have become a swan. Let me laugh and say, thank you, I am still a student, because the day you stop learning, the market will teach you the same day. He will also give a loss in his style. And yes, the special thing about overconfidence is connected to the tilt. Yes, overconfidence leads you to the tilt. First you fly, then arrives proud, and when falling, it does not fall and tolerate, and then starts the rivers trading and the whole game ends. So friends, after this point, if you have a little yes in you, this feeling has come, then you are really growing, because the recognizing overconfidence is the determining of trust. But the story is not over yet. The next enemy is fear of missing out, i.e. FOMO. Yes, the same moment when you think this opportunity has gone out, and then you leave the system and jump on the candle that is already on top. FOMO is the virus that turns the calm mind into torture, and new trouble starts from there. So be ready now. The next point is FOMO means the fear that makes you react to the decision. Do not remove the headphones. The next secret is the one that can bring your trading to crores. So till now you have identified the tilt. Tata has been laughing at overconfidence. But now it is the turn of the enemy, who sits directly on your chest, not in your ear. The name is FOMO, i.e. fear of missing out. Yes, the same restlessness that comes when a candle is running fast and your mind shouts, "Hey brother, if you miss this trend, then do you jump on the screen? Type the setup on the side and in the order slip. By pressing buy, and that by pressing the buy button, the candle revolves as if you have come to make fun of you." JARED Tendler clearly says FOMO is not about the market, it's about your mindset. Meaning the market is not going anywhere, but your mind is definitely running, and the fun of FOMO is that it is always against logic. You tell yourself, man, this trade is now risky. I am late. But the voice comes from inside. Come on, let's go. Do you know, from here it is to become a rocket. As soon as the time of the trade comes, either you overtrade it or sit with no trade, or you kill the entry quickly or remove the SL and start a fight with the market, and then you say, I knew what I had to do but could not do it. This is the LAC of discipline. Now listen, this is not a time management problem. This is your emotional control examination. Discipline breaks because you trade according to the feelings and not according to the rules. You have to take a trade only when mind. SL is to be imposed only when there is a fear of loss. Exit is to be done only when the profit is felt in hand. But brother, this is the market. Here the system does not feel feeling here. Now listen, what is its cure? Rule no. 1. Make exhibition binary. Yes and no. Take every trade decision with zero emotion. Is inside the plan? Yes. Not there. No. Neither will I go nor got feeling. Rule number 2. Create non-negotiable richness. Means set a pattern of every day. For example, to observe a 5-minute market as soon as the chart opens. Then 2-minute strategy checklist. Then setup hunt. Discipline is made when repeat the same every day, whether it is profit or loss. Rule number 3, journal every violation. Every time you break the rule, write. Why did you do it? What was the feeling? What was the result? When you look at your mistake on paper, the mind will scare it again by making the same mistake. Rule number 4, Tradless Review Peacock. Not much trade is needed. Need more awareness. Discipline is not made when you catch every setup. That is formed when you learn to leave the wrong setup. And the most essential, don't aim for perfect discipline. Aim for 1% better each day. Do not think that from today I will follow 100% rule. Think that today I will reduce a mistake. This small consistency will make you different from others. The market shows you a mirror every day. Your mindset, your emotional strength, your discipline is all reflected. One who controls himself every day, the same becomes worth controlling the market. And now the door will open the mental trap which looks soft and sweet. But there is the most dangerous from inside. So till now you have erected the wall of the discipline. Now you know to stop yourself. But now the mental virus that does not come quietly implicates you on the pretext of celebrating. The name is a grid, i.e. a little more. JARED Tendler says grid is not just about the venting peacock. It's about not knowing when to stop. And the same thing is the most dangerous in trading. Now suppose you followed the system with a strong trade. SL perfect, target perfect, all say the same strategy. But as soon as the market comes to the target, the mind says, catch a little more. The trend is strong, let it go. Why exit now? Profit is a profit. Very right. And the next minute the market kills you, turn. The profit cuts and then you exit the panic and then regret behind that profit. If the man had gone out on the target, it would have been so good. Welcome to the dark side of grid. This is the greatest move of the grid. He implicates you in the logic, not in greed. You think this is a logical move. But in reality he snatches your control. The greed performs the most in 2 places. The first, when you are winning. Everything in the market is going to your favorite and you think that now you have a momentum and forget the risk. You double the size and the next trade slaps. Secondly, when you want to recover the loss, your mindset is just a trade and all the loss will be recovered and you get the account flying in the process of catching that forest trade. Now listen, what is the treatment of grid? Rule no. 1. Define target before trade, stick to it after entry. Meaning before taking entry, decide where to exit. No negotiation after entry. Whether the market fly or fell. You will exit the exit where the plan said. Rule no. To parcel booking full Fenty. If you are afraid that there will be a move even after the target, then book a personal profit. Exit the emotion and trail the rest of the position. This balance will grind you in mindset. Rule number 3. Track, cut, have made more trades. Every time you feel, oh man, I would have got more. Write that trade. Then see how many times this thinking took you to the loss. This is the greatest trick of greed. He makes you feel guilt after every exit. Rule number 4, profit is profit only on you take it. Do not consider unrealized profit as a trophy. They are just numbers until you lock it. The market can withdraw all of them and takes interest. And the most essential don't chase perfection. Celebrate preference. Do not think that I will sell at the top every time, buy on the bottom. Think that I followed the plan and this is my victory. The grid does not just blow an account. He spoils the balance of the mindset, and once the mindset is impaired, then the system wastes, the risk is useless, the strategy useless. Now listen carefully. The next step of the greed is emotional collapse. Where you get away from yourself, you start over trading, go into the reveling mode and opens the next door. That is, next point, revenge trading. When you go out of the market to take revenge and it erases you. Yes, now that feeling will come when you do not become a fire after the loss. When you start watching the scoreboard and then you are not trading. You are fighting. So friends, now we have come on the mental battlefield where traders do not lose themselves. You learned everything, removed the confusion, caught discipline, controlled the greed. But then there is a loss that does not just blow money, breaks ego. And this is where the most dangerous Darwaza revenge trading opens. Yes, when you go out to answer the market, but the market ends you silently. Now look at the picture. You took a good trade but the market turned upside down. S-sell became a hit. Now you are not calm. Now you think that I show it. Lot size double, entry into next candle. Now I will leave everything by recovering. And the ladder of death starts from there. Trade pay trade, entry pay entry, not logic, only anger, strategy missing, risk missing. Just one objective is to take revenge from the market. But listen brother, market never loses. He just waits when you lose your control. Ravaging trading arises from where more ego is injured than a pen. JARED TENDLER says the moment you try to provide it to the market you already lost. That means no traffic police sat in front of the market, who will apologize after seeing your loss. This is not a war. This is the mirror. The market shows you what is inside you. Fear, anger, ego, or passion. Now think that the market cares that you had earned the previous trade or gave it to the glory. 0. Market is a machine. He does not love anyone. Does not hate anyone, and this is his greatest strength. Now listen, what is its cure? Rule number 1 poses. After every SL. Yes. Give yourself a pose after the loss. Do not do anything 5 minutes. Get up, drink water, close your eyes. Do not let the emotions trade. First reset yourself. Rule number 2, journal your rage. Write it every time you traded angrily. What was it thinking? With which trade did it start? What should have been done? When you take your own anger on the page, that poison will come out. Rule number 3: create a revenge alert signal. Set a trigger in your system. For example, if you go to 2 trades continuously loss, then the next trade will be only 50% size. Why? Because then you are in emotions and then the size should be reduced. Ego should not grow. Rule number 4: replace rivers with reflection. Every time the heart has to take revenge, the mind has to understand, to improve. The revision brings you to 0. Reflection makes you a hero. And now listen, the most important thing: you are not a warrior in front of the market. You are a monk in front of chaos. The market is made to walk in the flow, not to fight you. The more calm that is calm, the great trader. And friends, end here, the mental game of trading, the journey where there was no enemy. No market nor chart nor indicators. Just your own mind. You learn from confusion to clarity, from fear to flow, discipline to execution, and from ego to evolution. Now you are the trader who makes a plan, follows, and has risen above the feelings. But remember, the market is still there. Will give a new test every day, and you have to win by yourself every day. So the next time the chart opened in your hand, there is not just a mouse, but when someone says trading is difficult, you smile and say it is difficult, but I have defeated my mind. Now the market can't beat me. Thank you for lying to mental game of trading. If this series is able to make you a little strong, sharper, and silent, then just remember this. The real trade happens inside your mind. The charts are just excuses. If you felt that this thing felt directly in the heart and mind, then now is the time to take some action. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and write in the comment which point you liked. And definitely share this audio with a friend who curses yourself after every loss. See you in the next episode. Please don't forget to subscribe our channel and click the bell icon to get updated videos very early. Also press like if tis motivational experience did strike your mind. Thank you. Have a successful trade.